Welcome to Optimistic Insight. This world we create is not always the reality that we deserve. Do you feel like sometimes you suffer from anxiety, physical pain, ailments, and even emotional imbalance? Maybe it's just the reality that you've created from your internal dialogue. Every day we write the story to our life, but we never ask ourselves what is the context of the words we are using? What do these words even mean internally to us, and how are they settled into the tone for my story? Well, it could just take a different point of perspective to gain another insight into what these words actually create for us. Welcome to Optimistic Insight. Good morning, grand rising, and great awakening. Today on Optimistic Insight, we have such a beautiful word that has so many layers, so many facets, and it can be found deep within us. Sometimes it's actually never found. Courage. Translated from the compound meaning of heart's mass, we know courage to be the ethereal substance that fills us in those moments of danger and crisis to fuel us into the realm of bravery. This is the rage that is couriered into our human as we are able to do battle with the presented fear that is within us to overcome and conquer it as we step into our new brave self. The core of this primal and rare emotion can be harnessed only to those who have ventured into the center of themselves to find what is truly at their center of heart's mass. So, courage, we have these deep senses and primal, just like rage is a deep primal emotion. And having that sense of being couriered and brought forth can take a lot. But being in that center of that heart's mass and the ways that we look at courage or people that are courageous, when's the last time that we've placed ourselves in that sense or in that space of having to call on our courage? The story I have today for you is Heart Hug. Since day one, it's been a race to embrace something that's been dangled in your face. Never quite enough to reach it, but always seeming to attain the warmth of the chase. What is it? What is it that sits deep within this space? The place where we were propelled into this realm of laughter, love, congratulations, and hugs. The same place where everything you do is enough or not good enough, no matter where it comes from. The core of this body, the core of this being, burns with a flame that is continuously stoked by the action and attempts of all that should be, could be, or has been done until you've won. Is it all a game that we are seeking fulfillment from? The obstacles being created, set up, presented, and overcome? All this you're doing so that we can prove we are brave enough to deserve this congratulation, success, and hugs. Climbing, clawing, and creating adversity to continue to get to the fabricated, evolving finish line of all of our struggles. Hopping boundlessly, tenaciously, graciously through the storm and over abyss like puddles, growing more valiant and stronger than we've ever been. Further and further towards these goals, we grow further and further from the core of the earth, heart, as we continue in this human race. Hold on. Is this how courage is meant to go? The art of this heart is expression over impression. It's blending bad and less into blessings. This fire, at its very core, is meant for much more. It's meant not only to shine, but to take rage from the cage and allow it to soar, not feel sore. Each step that is taken is towards the love, laughter, and congratulations, not racing, but pacing, fanning the flame instead of huffing and puffing until the brink of fainting. Is this core rage warm enough? Warm enough to satisfy when the heart needs a hug, when the obstacles created become too tough. This courage is built to burn bright, to light the way through the fear fabric that tries to wrap around with every word, title, role in this race of not being enough. Is this core of rage enough of a hug? A heart hug for this one is the courage in how we look and relate to the way that we've been encouraged externally and internally. So, my optimistic insight question to you is this core of rage enough of a hug? Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Optimistic Insight. I trust that these words have created new ways for you to utilize them and the emotions attached to them, opening up our perception on the way these words are viewed and processed daily can be the optimistic insight we need to create more fluid state of being.